Hey, how you doing? This is DJ Sabanjo here. It's been a really tough one for me over the last few days. I just caught this bug that really just knocked me out over the weekend. But I'm feeling much better now, and I really just felt compelled to share something with you. So if you're a coach, you're a speaker, you're a trainer, you're a consultant, and you're going into 2015, then I want to share my heart with you, and I'm really hoping that as I share this with you, you will see my heart. I mean, those who do know me know that I am driven by a passion, a strong and intense desire to help coaches, speakers, and trainers, particularly to be able to build profitable businesses that help others go from where they are to where they want to be, but also enable you to earn an income that enables you to do what you want to do and not have to worry about money and not have to worry about those things which are important and not have to go to a job you don't like, rather than do what it is you really feel that you want to do or feel that you are called to do. Many people are making the same mistake that I've seen so many coaches, speakers, and trainers make over the years. It is going into business without really understanding, what this business thing is. And so we're focusing on doing the wrong thing. Now, and I'm just going to quickly share what these things are, because if I can share these with you and you realize that, wow, this may be me, then you can just go ahead and make the corrections you need to make. If it's already, now I'm recording this in December, but if it's already January or maybe February, it's okay. You can still step back, and you can still make the adjustments you need to make if you realize that you're focusing on the wrong things. Now, people who work in our space tend to focus on two things, right? Especially when we decide we want to build a business around this. We focus on finding something to sell, and then we focus on trying to sell it. And so we hear things like, I want to create a new product, or I want to package my coaching. How much should I offer? Should I charge for my coaching services? These are the sort of questions that I get. How can I create a new product? Or I want to run an event. I want to run a boot camp. I want to run a master class. And these are some of the things that we want to do. Or maybe they found something that they think they would want to sell to their people. So it starts with I want to create a product. How much will I charge for my product? How much will I charge for my event? I want to run an event because I want to affect people's lives. I want to run a webinar. I want to put together a blog so I can share knowledge and all that stuff. So we start off with that intention to find something that we can offer, something that we can sell. The next thing we do is we try to sell it, and we focus on selling, and we see that in things like, how do I get attendees to my webinar? How do I get people to show up at my event? How can I sell my coaching package? How can I get this many sales? How can I set up a site to sell my product? How can I put together a website where I can get people to buy my products? And so we start looking at, how can I learn how to sell more? How can I get more people? How can I fill up the seats at my live event? So we tend to focus on these things, and when we do this, you see, we get caught up in so many different things that actually are they're activities which are not necessarily the most productive activity. Now, I'm not saying that these things aren't important. I'm just saying that when we go into business with that approach, right, we tend to struggle because we're focusing on the wrong things. Now, we need to understand that there is a difference between selling and building a business. Now, I'm not contradicting myself in any way. If you're thinking, DJ, how does this make sense? You're the same person who says we need to master selling skills. And yes, we do. We do want to master the ability to sell. However, business is not just about selling. It's not just about creating products, and it's not just about selling products. That's not what it's about. A business is businesses focus on making money by solving problems for a target market. I'll say that again. Businesses focus on making money by solving problems for a target market. Now, let's just step back a little bit and let's look at this and what it means for you and your business in 2015 and even beyond. Now, if you haven't gone and actually watched the training video I did on the 4-part profit model for coaches, speakers, and trainers, then I just encourage you to definitely go and have a look at this, because this really is the core. When you see any coach, speaker, or trainer who is actually in the 5% who are making money doing what we love. Now, many of us come into this with a desire to build a business around it because we believe we this is our calling, this is what we should be doing. Okay, that's how we tend to get into the game. So if you're watching this video right now, there's a strong likelihood that the reason why you're doing this is because you genuinely, sincerely believe that you have a difference. You are meant to make a difference in a few people's lives, and you want to build a business around it. Okay, now, so if you want to do this, then you need to make sure you understand the 4-step profit model. And step 1 is define your community. Step 2 is grow your community. Step 3 is serve your community, and step 4 is upgrade your community. Now, you need to have a business that actually is focused on all 4 of these. Okay, so if you just focus on selling, which is packaging products and services and trying to sell them, then you will find yourself hustling. You will find yourself all over the place. You will find yourself struggling, spending money and not making money. You will be spending money trying to learn all sorts of useful skills, but actually you don't have a strategic approach to what you're doing. Okay, but you need to get the 4-step model. You need to understand it. And then once you've understood it, right, you can then work with a strategist to map out and design a strategy. Okay, so you map out and design a strategy where you can implement the 4-step profit model within the context of your strengths, and also within the context of your time limitations and your financial limitations and the scope of your business. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, in plain English, we're all different. Okay, so the things you're good at are not the same as the things that I'm good at. But not only that, maybe you're working a 9-to-5 job in Mexico and maybe your target market is outside of Mexico. So first of all, you don't have as much time as I have to invest in my business, but also your target market is not in your local community. If you're going to put together a strategy, you've got to factor that in as well. So you've got to be able to design a strategy that aligns with you and plays to your strengths, where you can integrate the 4-step profit model into your strategy. See, and then the next thing is then build a system. Now, you will need help with this. My advice is don't try to learn how to build a system. Bring in an expert to help you build a system. Building a system is trying to build a bicycle or build a car or build an airplane or build a boat or a vehicle that's going to take you from where you are to where you want to be. So you have your goals, what you're looking to achieve, you've got your strategy, and then you have a system that you just need to know how to drive it. So it's just like getting a car. You don't need to understand what's under the hood. You don't want to spend 2015 trying to build a car, right? If you can't afford a car, then maybe you can buy a bicycle. Okay, so this is where you sit down and actually work with someone to design the simplest system that you can design that will help you to grow your community, serve your community, and upgrade your community so that you can build a business that solves problems for others and makes money for you. Now, a lot of people have, and this is where, again, I'm really hoping I can connect with you here. Yes, I'm speaking from a place of passion, and it might be a little muddled up, and that's okay. Okay, because I'm not speaking to impress you here. I'm not trying to impress you. My focus is helping you. That is the truth. I'm not trying to, okay, what do I say that's going to impress them? I actually am focused primarily on helping you get results in 2015. My intention is to help as many coaches, speakers, and trainers as possible to actually be able to be fulfilled and make money doing what they love in 2015. Okay, there's no point feeling good about this and being broke. There's just no point. Okay, and if you don't have a strategy, if you don't have a system, if you're just looking, and because I get people who come and ask me questions, DJ, how much should I charge for my services? DJ, you've got quite a number of products. Can you show me how to create products? DJ, how can I get people to attend my event? I've got this event and it's really going to change people's lives and it's going to be really wonderful. And I really am struggling to get people to attend my event. And what I usually tell them is, you need to pause for a brief moment and let's go back and identify what it is you actually want to achieve with this. Where are you going? What are your goals? Now, once we've understood your goals, We can then look and say, okay, who are you helping? Who's your target market? And then we map out a strategy to help you to achieve your goals where you can make the difference you want to make and you can make the money that you want to make. It's really crucial that you have the strategy in place. Then once you've got the strategy in place, the next thing is to design the system and then build it. Okay, so bring in expertise to build a system for you. Okay, don't try to build a system yourself. Don't try to do it. It will take you, and this is no exaggeration, it will take you years and it still won't work well. And I mean, when I say years, I do mean years. If you try to build a system yourself, starting from scratch, and you don't have expertise in this area, it will take you years, and you don't need that, right? So this is investment. My advice is invest in your business. Invest in getting together with a good strategist. Yes, if you want to work with me, I can work with you. I would love to work with you. Okay, but if you want to work with a strategist, yes, sit down and map out a strategy, map out a game plan, and then design the system. Let's make 2015 a different year for you. Let's make it a different year. Don't do what everybody else is doing. Everybody else is broke. You have a message. You have something that you really do believe you want to serve your world with, and that's fine. But you've got to build a business around it, because if you don't, 2015 is not going to be too different from 2014. That's just the reality. Okay, so don't focus on what everybody else is focusing on. Everybody else, and this now I'm going to be very blunt here. Everybody else, watch this space. Most people who are pretty excited right now, this is December 2014. I promise you, by July 2014, they're going to be frustrated. 15, they're going to be frustrated. And then by December 2015, they're going to be excited again because they're going to have another opportunity again in 2016. And it's going to be a vicious cycle. But for some, who are the minority, who choose not to just run with excitement alone, but actually who want to have a strategy and a system that is tested and that will work for them. Now, even if the system's just a bicycle, right, they will still travel further than the person who's not got anything and all they have is a packaged products and services, and then maybe a desire to want to get customers and sell and get clients and get attendees. Okay, so my advice to you is this: make sure you go, first of all, go ahead if you haven't and go and watch the training. It's free, so make sure you go ahead and get it, which is the 4-part profit model for coaches, speakers, and trainers. Go ahead and watch it. It's a 60-minute training that would help you understand what you need to have in place. Then the second thing is you definitely need to have a strategy. If you don't have a strategy, if your strategy is something you designed by yourself, if you've not built a successful business, a business that's making consistently for you $5,000 to $15,000 a month, then you need a strategist to work with you to help you build it. If you're already doing this, if you're making that kind of money consistently, that's fine. If you are not, then definitely work with a strategist to help you design a strategy. Okay, this is one of those things where you don't just want to chance it. You want to work with someone who actually has achieved what it is you're looking to achieve. I can help you if you want me to. Just go ahead. Yes, there's a link below here. I've just made a decision. I'm going to put a link below here. So there's a link below here, and you can click the link and go ahead and book a strategy session with me. Okay, and then the third thing is have a system in place. And let's go into 2015 intentional, right? Passion's great. Excitement is great. Desire is great. But the reality is this: if you don't have the right things in place, if I wanted to go from London to Newcastle, I can have all the desire I want to have in the world. If I didn't know how to get there, and if I didn't have a vehicle to get there, it's going to be a very long journey for me. And we don't want you to struggle in 2015. I don't anyways, and I know you don't. Okay, so my advice to you is to make the right decisions and choose to make 2015 a different year, and make that choice and take action, and let's win together in 2015. This is DJ Sabanjo. Go ahead and leave your comments. This is a long one. I know it's a long one, but I couldn't help making it a long one because I wasn't going to cut this short. And if a person did, if you have watched it through to the end, it says a lot about you. It says that you're someone who is 100% committed to your goals. And my advice to you is to take action. Go ahead and book a discounted 1 hour strategy session with me where you and I will get together for an hour. I usually charge £250 for this, but I'm charging £27. That's it. £27. We get together on Skype, you and I, and we'll map out a strategy. We'll map out your strategy. Yes, you'll need to build it. We'll just map out a game plan that you can run with, map out, how you should go ahead and run your business. I'm going to do that. I wasn't planning to put this into this video, but I just decided to do it right now. Okay, so done. So go ahead and do that, and let's make 2015 different, bigger, better, and more successful for you. God bless you, and see you on the other side.